Hey, Chris, how you doing?
How you doing,
Chris,
Woody?
nice to
How
see
y'all
you, man.
doing,
I was telling your financial advisor. Of course, you have a financial advisor.
Yeah,
guy.
because he's about to become very rich.
He doesn't have a posse. He has advisors and consultants and stuff like that. And I was telling him, I said, I went up to Chris when he was a free agent, and I went, what are your chances of making this team? Nobody drafted you. Now, as I told your advisor, there are 31 teams that would say had drafted you in the first round.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't have to wait so long. It's good to see.
Yeah, and let me tell everybody, Chris's appearance is brought to you by Blake Street Tavern, 23rd and Blake. 18,000 square feet of sports bar, the best sports bar food in town, and they're going to have one hellacious Super Bowl party on Sunday.
Hellacious?
Hellacious.
That
That's a
sounds
word.
good.
Food sounds good.
Hellacious.
Have you been enjoying your time down here? Because
Yeah.
a year ago at this time, you were hurt. You were with the team, but it was a difficult time for you.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've definitely enjoyed myself, especially with the Pro Bowl. I mean, just being around those guys, other elite guys, and giving them a chance to finally get to know me and see me. A lot of those coaches, man, they've never seen me or how I play, and they kind of got a chance to see me up in person.
Do you feel like you've arrived when you stepped on the field with all those big names?
Oh, yeah, man. That's the first time, really. I feel like I'm at this level now that people actually notice me, and I had to go above and beyond just to get that notoriety, and it just feels good to finally have it.
And the other point, I would think it would motivate you. You want to go back to that or this one every year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely. I mean, that going to the Pro Bowl, man, that makes you motivated to play at a high level every year to go back there. But I don't really care to go back. I want to go back, but I want to go to the Super Bowl, man.
Who'd you hang out with? Whose brain did you want to pick?
Yeah.
Who did you want to learn from while you were at the Pro Bowl? Or were you teaching other people?
Man, I was kind of doing the both, man. I was learning from, just talking to Vontae Davis and Joe Hayden and Brent Grimes. Those are guys that were on my team. It was kind of like the big corners versus the small cover corners, and just getting to know them. And we all shared little tidbits of what we do out there on the field, and just taking those notes, man. It felt good.
It's been, despite the injury, quite a time in your life.
Yeah.
Got married to your sweetheart, had a kid, got a new contract, went to the Super Bowl, went to the Pro Bowl. 3 or 4 years ago, you couldn't even have dreamed of all of this.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I always wanted. It was something that 3 years ago, I'm waiting on the lockout, and I'm training. I'm training for this moment right here, and that's what I was doing. That's why I was ended up to make the team after the lockout, is because I was well prepared, and that's something that going on forward, man, I just got to continue. I'm not going to change anything that I do, man. March, that's when I usually get back on training and trying to improve. I mean, I'm still 25 years old, so I still have a lot of improvement to my game that just watching the film this year that I can make a little bit more plays coming next year.
I have one other question.
Okay.
That every time I see him play,
If he says this guy, I always, if he has a question, I stop and I
this
let
is
him.
off to the side.
Yeah, remember, see this, Chris? It says Woody and Les, okay? Woody comes first. So,
Yeah, well, there was always Ed McMahon. There was always the second guy.
oh, is that who I am? I'm Regis Philbin?
I laugh every time you guys play against the San Diego Chargers, because he told me that a couple of years ago, Phillip Rivers talked trash to him and told him to go back to a state he wasn't from.
Yeah, yeah.
He came over. He
Told me
didn't
to go
know
like
who
to
he was.
Arkansas or something.
And every time that you intercept a pass from him or you make a big play, I go, I bet Phillip knows who he is now, where he's from. Yeah.
Yeah, Phillip, man, out there on the field now, he's real cool. He's,
A little more respect.
man, you're having a great year, you know.
Yeah, go back to Arkansas. And Chris goes,
I think he might have been recruiting me out there, man.
That's funny.
Because I was a free agent at the time. I think he might have been recruiting me.
Hey, you got a new defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
What do you think about the hiring of Wade Phillips and a new defensive backs coach, Joe Woods? What are you thinking?
I don't know a lot about Joe Woods, but I've been very familiar with Wade Phillips. The defenses that he does, the 3-4, and people are making like a big deal about us switching. It's not a big deal because we've already ran the 3-4 in our defense. We've ran it. We probably run it every game, and
because I said, if DeMarcus Ware stands up, you got a 3-4.
3-4. Yeah, that's the big difference. I mean, Terrence Knight. I mean, he's the key piece. I mean, we have to get him back. We have to get a dominant D tackle or whoever they choose to to play that position because in the 3-4 you don't want your linebackers getting touched, and the O linemen in that scheme, they can get to the linebackers a lot easier. So unless you have a dominant D tackle, so you have to have that.
We talked to TJ the other day and talked about maybe the team should have been more aggressive defensively against the Colts.
Yeah.
That you never laid a glove on or hand on Andrew Luck. You talked about Wade Phillips. It's not that he blitzes more, but they don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Because you
In the
got
3-4,
three guys
yeah.
rushing, but there's a fourth or a fifth guy that's always coming from somewhere. So how do you think it changes cornerbacks in terms of man-to-man coverage or zone or what you guys do?
I don't think it's going to change a lot, man. Jack Key always kept me and Talib zero pretty much. We rarely got any help. And
Didn't need any.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's going to be, man. That's how I expect it to be again. That's how we play. We have guys we have a lot of corners that can play man, and they can match up with any team receiver-wise. If they want to have a big, super huge receiver, we can put Talib. If they have a small, fast guy like T.Y. Hilton, you can put me on him.
Well, now wait a second. Why the hell weren't you covering him in the playoff game? You opened up for that one.
Oh,
Why weren't you
man.
covering T.Y.? What the hell was going on in that
I
Indianapolis
just
game?
didn't understand, man. That's just something that still kills me, man, today. And I'm the perfect guy for him, for sure. I mean, I guarded him in the Pro Bowl. So, I mean.
Unbelievable.
Well,
Unbelievable. Hey,
You'll get him if they play next year.
I mean, well, I expect to see Andrew Luck almost twice a year, every year, until I retire. So, I mean, playing the Colts.
hopefully in the playoffs.
We'll be seeing them every year, man.
All right, you talked about a change on the defensive side of the ball. How about just a change in the head coaching?
Yeah.
We had TJ here yesterday, and I said, "Does it matter to you?" And he said, "No." Does it
Yeah.
matter to you who the head coach is?
Nah, man, it doesn't.
Really?
It's our locker room, man. It's the players' locker room. We have our core guys here. It's about us, man. About coming out ready and coming out playing with that hunger, man. We didn't have that as a full team. Some guys play with it, but if you don't have everybody playing with that same enthusiasm, aggressiveness, you're gonna lose. You're gonna be out in the playoffs. And hopefully Kubiak, hopefully he's gonna be a guy that's gonna be a great motivator. Is gonna be able to wake everybody up. That other 20, 25%, 10% guys they're not playing with that same aggressiveness.
So for you and the rest of the guys, it's more about the coordinator and the position coach than it is the head coach. Is that what you're saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the guys that we're with 24/7.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna be with Wade and Joe Woods are those coaches more than we'll ever be with Kubiak.
And I'm trying to push for them to hire a guy that you really like that kind of worked with you guys last year.
Rod
so,
Woodson.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's what I wanted, man. I definitely. I think I might be still a chance he could come. I don't know, but I mean, he's a guy that he's a great teacher. All the guys respect, and I mean, if you look at our secondary, we got 3 Pro Bowlers that guys have had experience in the league. That we don't. You got to have a coach that we respect. You know, a guy that's a good teacher, and you can lose your players if the guys if you don't have a guy you can respect.
I really have always admired guys that give back. And when you started your foundation, I thought he's on a great track here.
Yeah.
You are a part of Denver. You're involved in the community.
Yeah.
You know, it's not your home, but you'll be like a lot of other guys. You'll end up living in Denver your whole career, your whole life. But what are you trying to accomplish with your foundation?
It's just I'm trying to reach the underdogs. That's what I am. I'm an underdog. The way I came into the league. So all these kids, man, that's the main thing I focus on is just helping these kids and educating them how to succeed in life, trying to get them a jump start. And I mean, we do a lot of things in Denver, man. We did the turkey. We did feed 100 families Thanksgiving. We do a lot of things, camps. We have a student success program that we have with kids in Denver, and it's just fun, man. I love giving back to them and try to get them on a head start.
Back in the old days, before guys actually made much money, I'll tell you about the turkeys. They would put up an announcement that if all the rookies went to this address, they get a free turkey for Thanksgiving. And so the rookies would all go out there, and it was an empty lot somewhere. So they punked the rookies back then. They don't do that kind of stuff anymore. In your mind, what is what is it going to take for Chris Harris Jr.
Yeah.
to make the next? We keep talking about the next level.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl, but you've got to take to the next level
yeah.
to keep going back to the Pro Bowl, to get your team back to the Super Bowl. What are you concentrating on that will take you to the next level?
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to I'm really this offseason, I'm just continuing to focus on my technique, continue to improve that every game. And watching my film this year, man, it's the little things I could tweak up to play better and make a little bit more plays. I had 20 pass breakups, so I don't want 20 pass breakups. I would rather have 15 pass breakups and have those other 5 go to picks.
Well, you know
So
what
that's
they
something
say.
I want.
Breaking up is hard to do. They say
Oh,
that. Hey, how important is it for Peyton Manning to come back to this team?
Oh, it's so important, man. He's our leader. We want him to come back, definitely. There's one thing I do think. Kubiak is a great fit for Brock. I mean, Brock is Joe Flacco Jr. That's who he is,
Whoa.
man. He has the big arm. He's tall like Joe. He's mobile. He's the same mobile as Joe, man. So
He impresses you that much in practice, huh?
I mean, that's who he is. He's that same type of quarterback. So to bring a guy like Kubiak that's worked with Joe Flacco last year and had success with him, I think in the future, Kubiak's a better fit for Brock than what Gase would be on top of offensive-wise.
That's a hell of an endorsement.
But what we heard from TJ, and I think he was being honest too, he said,
Yeah.
you guys love him in practice, but he hasn't been under fire.
Oh, yeah, he has to get in the game, man. You never know what guys are going to do once they get to
Yeah.
the game, man. And seeing Brock get some experience, man, that'll be huge whenever it does happen. But I think having another year under his belt to learn under Kubiak, learn this offense under him, and while Peyton plays, I think that'll be even another good look for him.
Yep. We talk about leadership and how important it is with a lot of new guys coming in every
Yeah.
year. What really, I think, got me about Chris, other than Pro Bowl ability this year, is you've taken on more of a leadership role. You can't
Yeah.
do that early on in your career.
I'll
You're
tell you
trying to
what,
make the team.
He's taken on the media in the locker room. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the first locker everybody goes to because they know win, loss, good, bad, Chris is going to stand up and talk to everybody. That's
Yeah.
part of leadership, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's what I want to do. I always want to be a leader. The thing about it is I've always been a leader, but I haven't had the accolades
Yeah.
that you have to have, man. You have to have that in the league from
that
your
draft
peers.
status.
Yeah,
right?
you have to have
Yeah.
that, man. And once I got my deal and finally got that situated, I mean, everybody I kind of like took over the leadership. And that was something that everybody was just waiting on. We were all waiting on, so I can kind of take that role. And now
and
that I
you
have
wear
it, now
you
I'm
wear
in.
it well. And
Oh, yeah.
You really do.
absolutely.
Uh-huh.
I have a final question. I'm sure he's got 5. But my final question
No,
is,
this is it.
I'll say this very quietly. You lost to Seattle. You lost
Yeah.
to New England this year. Who do you like in the game?
New England's a better team.
Really?
From when I played them. They're a better team overall. But
Because of the quarterback?
Man, they got the coaches, man. Belichick, man. He's always setting them up in a perfect scheme, perfect play. They always know what's coming, and that's something that sets them apart. But I got Seattle winning the game, man. I kind of threw y'all. I threw y'all in the loop.
Misdirection. It was a misdirection play. Hey, Chris,
Russell Wilson, he's just special, so I'm going with the special man.
Chris, really appreciate you.
New England. Hey, New England, New England, New England. But I got Seattle.
Hey, thanks for coming by.
Oh, yeah,
and
no
again,
problem,
Chris
man.
Harris brought to you by Blake Street Tavern at 23rd and Blake.
Enjoy
Great
the rest
Super
of the
Bowl
time
party
here.
on Sunday.
Oh, yeah,
I
thank
like
you.
that. I'm going to start doing that in my job.
I want to throw you on a fastball, man.
That's great.
Thanks,
Oh, yeah,
Chris.
no problem, man.
Hey, have fun the rest of the
man.
week.
And he's-